Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Down and Dirty Yogi. How has the challenge been going for everybody? If you have not been following, I have developed a yoga bum challenge, which basically are modified yoga poses focused on helping get our bums in shape. So today, though, I'm doing something a little bit different. I actually did a live practice and I did a Vinyasa set that was focused on our bums. So this is going to be something a little different from all of the other challenges that I have posted. This is day 8, so we're almost finished. And this is going to be more of a vinyasa style, but it's also going to have a lot of focus on getting our asses in shape. So I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. There is going to be a special offer to one lucky person who has actually followed all of the challenges and participated, left comments, told me how it was going. But you won't find out what that will be until, guess when? Day 10. So keep on tuning in. So let's go. Let's get started.
Get started at the top of your mat. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhale. Bring your shoulder blades together and squeeze them down your back. Spin your palms forward. Start to connect with your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. See where you are in your space. Pull your belly button in. Make sure you have a nice neutral tailbone. And ground down through your feet. If you want to set an intention, do so now. Of course, our intention is to also have a better butt. It's part of the challenge after all. But you can do more than just that. It is a vinyasa practice. So ground down, and on an inhale, you're going to lift your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, palms together, forward fold, bringing your hands down to the ground. Inhale up to your fingertips or put your hands on your shins. And then exhale, step back into plank pose. Push down through your hands. Keep breathing. And then rock a little forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Take a pause all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra or high cobra. And then tuck your toes, down dog on your exhale. Take some nice cleansing breaths here in down dog. Bicycle your legs. If this is your first down dog, it always feels good to get a little extra stretch in. Just keep breathing and following your breath. Take a few moments, a few breaths here in down dog, really pushing through your hands, pushing your thighs back up towards the wall behind you or the sky, wherever you're practicing. And then on an inhale, you're going to look at your hands, and exhale, come to your tiptoes and walk or step forward to your hands. Inhale to your fingertips. And remember, you can always bring your hands to your shins if it's too much, but then exhale, bring your hands all the way down to the ground. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, namaste. Take a breath, inhale, sit down in chair, stick your bum out, knees forward, and then on an exhale, forward fold, diving forward, bringing your hands to the ground. Inhale to your fingertips, exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank pose, push down through your hands, take a breath, inhale, and then exhale, rock forward, lower down through chaturanga, all the way to your belly, untuck your toes, inhale, low cobra or high cobra, and then on an exhale, tuck your toes, push back into your down dog. Push down through your hands, really lift through your thighs. Breathe. This is supposed to be a resting pose. It doesn't always feel restful, but it is a pose that you can come to whenever you're tired and feel a little exhausted. On an inhale, take a look at your hands, and then at the bottom of your exhale, come to your tiptoes and then walk or step forward to your hands. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. And on an inhale, sit down into your chair. Really reach your arms and your fingertips towards the sky. Breathe here, hold in your chair for a couple of breaths. And then on an inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, sit back down into chair. Yeah, I know. But this is a booty challenge, right? That's what we're doing. Breathe here. And then your next exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground. Inhale, fingertips or shins, wherever you are in this pose. Your next breath, exhale, step back into your plank pose. With control, push down through your hands, and then exhale, rock forward, go down to chaturanga, untuck your toes, inhale, bend your back, and then exhale, push back into your down dog. Really push down through your hands. Make sure your down dog is stable. And then on an inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky, toes pointed. Keep pushing down strongly through your hands, pushing your chest towards your legs and extending your foot towards the sky. Continue to pay attention to your breathing. On an inhale, look at your hands, and then exhale, bend your knee, bringing it towards your chest and rocking into plank. Hold here, keep breathing, and then on an exhale, you're going to keep that leg lifted and push back into down dog. One more breath, and then come down to 2 feet. Inhale, look at your hands. Come up to your tiptoes, and then at the bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward towards your hands. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, lift up into chair pose. Keep breathing. Hold your chair for a breath or two or more, and then inhale all the way up. Exhale, namaste. Take a minute. If you lost your breath, check in and re-engage your breathing. Now, inhale, sit back down into chair. And then on your exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands down to the ground. Inhale, fingertips or hands to your shins. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank pose. Push down through your hands, and then on your exhale, rock a little forward, and then come down to your chaturanga. Make sure you're not cheating in your chaturanga and just flopping straight to your belly. Make sure you pause, untuck your toes, and inhale into your cobra, and then exhale, push back, down dog. Now, get ready, because you know one side already was done, and we're going to have to do the other side with our leg lifted. So breathe here, push down strongly through your hands, and then inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Same thing, extend, hold here for a breath or so. Keep pointing your toes. Inhale, look at your hands, and then exhale, bring your knee into your chest, rock forward into plank pose, and then keep breathing. 1, 2, exhale, back to down dog, leg lifted. Really extend, reaching your toes up towards the sky, and then come on down 2 feet. Inhale, look at your hands, and then come up to your tiptoes. On your exhale, walk or step forward towards your hands. Inhale up to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, lift up into chair pose. Breathe here. Stay focused. Exhale and then inhale. Come all the way up. Exhale. Namaste. Again, check in with your breath. Make sure that you're feeling all right. Inhale, push down, chair pose. Hold here for a breath or two. We're going to do something a little different. So on your exhale, bring your hands to your chest, and then we're going to do a twisting chair. So take your left elbow over to your right thigh and twist. Look up above your shoulder. Hold here. Keep breathing. Stay attentive again to your breath when you feel a challenge. Inhale, back up to center, and then exhale your hands back to your chest. Pull your belly in, twist to the other side. Hands in prayer. Keep breathing. I know, hands in prayer is like, I need a prayer, right? Nah, we're all right. So inhale, back to center, and then go ahead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank pose. Take a breath here, pushing down through your hands, pushing up between your shoulder blades, strong plank. And then as you exhale, rock a little forward, and then come on down to chaturanga. Don't just flop on your belly, and then all the way down towards your belly. Inhale, up into your cobra, and then exhale, push back, down dog. We're going to take a breath or so here, resting, as they say, here in this down dog. So, down dog is one of those love to hate it poses sometimes, but it's so rewarding. Now, pay attention, take a deep inhale, and we are going to lift our left leg back up to the sky. Toes pointed, really extend here. Open up a little bit, and then bring your heel in towards your butt on your exhale, and then inhale, leg lifted up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your heel in towards your butt, and then inhale, extend again. Exhale, heel down, inhale, foot up. Exhale, and then inhale. Keep following your breath through this. After your last inhale, exhale, bring both feet down, or bring your foot down to the ground. Take another breath, and then inhale, look at your hands, come up to your tiptoes, and then exhale, walk or step forward to your hands. Inhale up to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back into your chair pose. I know you're like, another chair, really? Well, it's a booty challenge. What do you expect? Hold here for a breath or so. And then on your next inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to prayer, namaste. Check in with your breath one more time here before we start our next round. Inhale, sit down into your chair. Hold here for 1 second or two. Bring your hands to your chest. Now we're going to step back with our left leg. Keep your front legs bent and just simply step back. High lunge. Bring your hands to your chest. Make sure your hips are pointing forward. You're not opening or splaying out to the side here. Now, front knee is bent, not going past your ankle. So if it is, scoot your foot forward, trying to get that front leg as parallel as possible. One day it'll happen for all of us. Now, keep that back leg strong. Inhale your arms up to the air. And from here, we're going to exhale and bend our back knee towards the ground. We're not going to bring it all the way down to the ground, just towards the ground. And then inhale, straighten your leg. So you're not even really coming all the way back up on that inhale. You're mostly just straightening your leg. So exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Keep your arms lifted, reaching strongly towards the sky. Now, exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the ground and walk your right hand over towards your left foot, and then extend your left arm up into the sky. Twist here. Keep breathing. Back leg is strong. Keep pushing down through your hands, looking up towards the sky. One last breath here, and then on an exhale, come back down to two hands. Now, push down through your hands. We're going to lift this front leg off the ground with control. So just lift your foot. I know, right? It's so easy. It's really not. Now, stretch your leg back into plank. Hold that leg lifted for a second. and then come down into a full plank. Push down through your hands, rock forward, and then exhale, chaturanga, all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes and then inhale to your cobra, and then exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here. If that was challenging for you, it's challenging for me. It's not easy. So rest here for a second in down dog. On your next inhale, go ahead and look at your hands. Come up to your tiptoes. And then at the bottom of your exhale, walk your step forward towards your hands. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, and then exhale, hands to chest. Take a few moments to check in with your breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're going to sit back down into our chair pose. I know you're like, chair again, Jesus Christ. Now, take a breath here. We're going to bring our hands back to our chest on an exhale. And remember what we did on the other side. We kept our legs bent and then we stepped back. So this time we're stepping back with our left leg. Again, check in with your hips. Make sure your bum isn't sticking too far out. Your leg is strong. You're pointed forward in your lunge. You're lifted in the back and sinking down in the front, trying to get that front knee as parallel to the ground as possible. And then inhale your hands up towards the sky when you're ready. So we're going to revisit bending this back leg. So hold here for another breath or so. Keep the integrity in the pose. Make sure that you're holding as much as possible before you start to exhale and bend that knee down towards the ground. So exhale, bend it, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, and then inhale. Remember, you know what we're doing. Just follow your breath. Keep breathing, and we can both get through this together. So inhale, and then your next exhale, forward folds, bringing your hands down towards the ground. Walk your left hand over towards your right foot, and now we're going to twist to the other side. So lift your right hand up towards the sky. Sometimes I really have a hard time with my right and left, so don't ever ask me to teach your children much. Then exhale, bring your hands down, push down through your hands. Now remember, we're going to lift this front foot up with control. Reach back into your plank. Hold here with your leg lifted for a breath or so, and then come down to 2 feet. Inhale, push down through your hands, and then exhale, chaturanga, all the way to your belly. Inhale to your cobra, and then exhale, push back into your down dog. Find your comfort and relaxation here in this down dog for a few seconds before we get started. You didn't think that I forgot, did you? So inhale, your opposite leg up to the sky, the opposite one of you that you did earlier. Toes pointed, really extend. Now bend your knee on your exhale towards your bum. Inhale, lift that leg back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your foot back down towards your bum. Inhale, and then exhale. Follow your breath here. I bet you thought I forgot. Just like she did a bunch of other stuff. We didn't do the other side. No, I don't forget. I just like to mix it up a little bit. Keep you on your toes, like literally. So inhale, and then we're going to get ready to come down to 2 feet on your exhale. Take this moment, come down to your knees, and push back into child's pose. You've been working so hard. Keep breathing here. Really, really release in your child's pose. When you're ready, push down through your hands and come back up into your down dog. So take a few more breaths here in your down dog, pushing down through your hands, lifting your thighs, and then on your next inhale, go ahead, look at your hands, Come up to your tiptoes, and then at the bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward to your hands with control, of course. Inhale, up to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come down into chair pose. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale. Namaste. Take a breath or so here before we get started. It's hot on this terrace. So I'm working up a sweat out here on this terrace. The sun, it's hot. Ah, my gosh. So let's inhale. Sit back down into your chair. Whole chair here. Stick your bum out. Really, like, this is a yoga squat chair. So I know it doesn't, they call it chair, but this is basically just a squat. Um, a little more difficult sometimes than normal ones. And then exhale. Bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, come up to your fingertips, and then exhale, plant your hands. You're going to step back with your right leg. Bring your heel in and down. We're going to come up into warrior pose. So check in with your knee. Make sure your knee is pointed towards your second toe as you come up. Make sure you're not open up to the side. Bring your hips forward. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked, your belly is in, and then inhale, raise your arms up towards the sky. Just breathe here in this nice warrior, hip opening, bum helping kind of a pose here. Follow your breath, sinking a little deeper as you breathe. So with each exhale, releasing a little more. You're always supposed to be gentle with these poses in yourself. Now really reach with your inhale, and now on your exhale, we're going to forward fold. Bring our hands down towards the ground. Come up to your toes on your back foot. Have your hands or fingertips nice and stable. Now straighten your front leg and lift your back leg off the ground. So hold here for a breath or so. We're also going to take a nice inhale and then exhale. Lower your foot towards the ground without touching, and then inhale. Come on back up. And then one more time, we're going to lower your foot down towards the ground. Play with your balance here a little bit, but lower, and then inhale. Come back up. Now really push down through this standing leg, because guess what? We're going to lift our hands off the ground and come up into warrior pose. Hold your balance here. Keep breathing. If you're holding your breath, your balance is going to be off. So keep breathing, and then exhale, hands back down to the ground. Step back into warrior one. Bring your arms back up into the sky. And then take another breath here in your warrior. Really reach towards the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Step back, plank pose. I know, you guys love me in plank, don't you? And then exhale to chaturanga before you hit your belly. And then inhale to your cobra. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Take a nice long breath here in down dog. At least 5, right? Push your hands down, push your chest towards your thighs, lift your thighs towards the sky. And then on an inhale, you're going to look at your hands, come up to your tiptoes, and then bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward towards your hands. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, we're going to sit back into your chair pose, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Take another breath here, and then inhale, push down through your feet, and then come on up to standing, and exhale, namaste. Take a breath here. We got to do the other side. So we're going to, on our inhale, sit back down into chair pose, lift our hands up towards the sky, Really stick your bums out here in this chair pose. Now, when you exhale, bring your hands to your chest and you're going to step back with your opposite leg into your warrior. Same thing here. Make sure you're not opening up to the side. You're pulling your belly in. Your bum is tucked before you inhale your arms up towards the sky. Keep breathing. Keep that back leg strong, pushing through the outer edge of your back foot. So from the heel to the pinky toe that's on the ground, keep pushing through that outer edge of your foot. So reach as much as you can towards the sky here. Inhale, really, really reach. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands down, forward fold, come back to your toes, and then lift that back leg off the ground. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to exhale, lower your toes down towards the ground, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down towards the ground, your toes, and then inhale, lift. This is all about the booty, so I'm hoping you're feeling it like I'm feeling it right now with this pose. So from here, find your balance in your front leg, and we're going to get ready to lift up into Warrior 3. So you see I had a little loss of balance there. Push strongly down through that standing leg into your warrior. Keep breathing. Hold here, breathe. And then on an exhale, you're going to bring your hands back down to the ground, step back into your warrior 1. Lift your hands back up to the sky. And then on an exhale, you're going to fold forward and come on down into plank pose. Push down through your hands and then exhale. Come on down through chaturanga. Always pause in your chaturanga before you come all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes and inhale, bend your back. Exhale, push back into your down dog. See, I told you guys, I'm doing this with you. I don't even edit out when I stumble, just so you know. We're all just human beings here. So keep breathing here in your down dog. Take some nice long cleansing breaths and then exhale. Bring your knees down to the ground. Push back into your child's pose. Take a well-deserved rest here. Releasing completely to the ground. And whenever it is you're ready, push back into down dog. Come all the way up. Inhale, look at your hands. Come up to your tiptoes, and then at the bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward to your hands. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. Push down through your feet, and on your inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, namaste. Take a few breaths here in standing pose. Re-engage your breath if you lost it. I'm still hot out here. I don't really like to work out in the heat, but I do it for you. So from here, we're going to inhale, lift our hands up to the sky, and then sit down into chair pose. It's becoming like the most favorite pose now, right? So exhale, forward folds, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, plant your hands. You're going to step back with your right leg, spin your heel down, bring your front arm into the center of your mat. Now, from here, we're going to step back into side plank. Bring your hands to your hip. You can lift your arms up towards the sky. You can stay here, and that's fine. If you want to do something more traditional, you can bring your foot into your thigh and just stay there, or to your ankle. You can also bring your knee down to the ground if this is a painful situation for you or you don't have good balance. Otherwise, come up to the side of your feet. And you can do what we're about to do, either with your knee down or not, but then lift your top leg up towards the sky. And just stay here, like the little star that you are. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. This is again a nice little booty workout, isn't it? Come on down. Exhale to your plank, regular plank. Inhale, push down through your hands, and then exhale, rock forward, lower down to chaturanga, then your belly. Inhale, and then exhale, push back to your down dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog. So when you're ready, we're going to rock back into regular plank, and we're going to set up for side plank. So bring your other hand towards the center, roll over to the sides of your feet. Remember, you can always bring your knee down. You can always do the more traditional pose here. Then reach your arms up to the sky and your leg. And here we are, stars again. So keep pushing down through that standing hands and foot, and keep lifting that other leg. And on an exhale, rock back into regular plank. Inhale, push down through your hands, and then exhale, lower to chaturanga all the way to your belly. Inhale, bend your back, and then exhale, tuck your toes, push back into your down dog. Take a breath or two here. Re-engage. Just doing those poses for a few seconds can throw our breath off. On your next inhale, look at your hands and then come up to your tiptoes. And at the bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward towards your hands. Inhale to your fingertips and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push down through your feet, reach all the way up toward the sky, and then exhale, namaste. Take a breath here, and then you're going to inhale, lift your hands, squat down into your chair pose, but this time we're going to come all the way down to our bums. So now here we are on our butts. Scoot back on your mat. We're going to get set up for bridge pose. So come on down to your back and bring your feet towards your bum. Touch your heels with your fingertips and lift your pelvis up on an inhale into bridge pose and hold here. Traditional bum workout pose. So tuck your shoulders underneath you, interlace your fingers, and then inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Keep pushing down through that standing leg and keep breathing. Hold here, and then exhale. Come on down to 2 feet. Stay here in bridge and then switch sides. Keep pushing down through that standing foot. Keep lifting. Keep breathing. I know, it's a lot of stuff to do all at once. Come on down to 2 feet and then exhale all the way down to your back. Take a moment here and breathe. Relax before we get ready to come up again. So on an inhale, you're going to push down through your feet, push your pelvis back up, and tuck your shoulders underneath you. But this time, we're going to take our right leg and we're going to cross our ankle over our left thigh and keep lifting. So keep breathing, keep pushing down through your foot that's on the ground. And from here, on an exhale, come back down to 2 feet. Relax all the way down to the ground and to your back. Breathe here before we do the next side. Inhale, lift your pelvis all the way back up, and then cross over the opposite leg on the opposite thigh. So keep pushing down again through that foot. Keep breathing. Don't move your head a lot in this pose either. Exhale, 2 feet. Then inhale, lift as much as you can before you exhale all the way back down to the ground. Breathe here. So you can't do only 2 back bends. It's a rule. So we have to inhale one more time at least, lifting our pelvis up off the ground. Keep pushing down through your feet. Squeeze your bum here. Push, lift, breathe, all of those things all at once. And then on an exhale, come on back down to your bum. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice little hug here. You are doing such a great job. Now, come on, roll over to all fours. We're getting so close. I know you're working so hard. Make sure your shoulders and wrists are aligned here and push down through your hands and then lift your right leg up towards the sky, toes pointed, and just hold here. Breathe. Send loving energy into your butt. Yeah, that's the thing. It's your breath. Your breath loves you. So keep that back leg lifted. Squeeze your bum. And then on an exhale, come back to all fours. And then the other side. And just keep breathing, pushing down through your hands. If you're having trouble with your knee, make sure you put some cushion or something underneath your knee. Exhale, back to all fours. And this time we're going to lift the right leg and then lift our left arm off the ground and hold here. Breathe, really lift that leg, squeeze your butt. So this is a bit of core as well. I mean, you need a good core and a good butt all together. Exhale, back to all fours, and then inhale, other side. So keep breathing, keep extending, keep following your breath. Come on back to all fours, tuck your toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee, bring your heel towards your bum. And this time we're going to rock forward, bringing your knee to the outside of your wrist. Tuck your toes, scoot back as much as possible. Get as much extension as possible. If you have something to put under your bum, if your hips are not all the way to the ground, go ahead and put it under your bum. Push down through your hands. And then if you're comfortable, you can exhale and come on down to your forearms or even all the way down to your forehead. But whatever you're comfortable with, do not overextend yourself in this pose. If you want to stay up on your hands, that too is perfectly fine. But just release as much as you can here and keep breathing. I try sometimes just to sit around the house in this pose because, it helps open us up more and more. But it's also not very practical when you have two children. So I understand if you can't do it often. So inhale, come on up, bend your back knee, and then reach back with your opposite hand of that leg that's bent. And try as much as possible to bring your heel towards your bum. I know, just as far as it goes. If you can't reach your foot at all, that's fine. Just bend your knee as much as you can and extend and release it wherever you are in this pose. So, as you follow your breath, bring your heel in towards your bum, and then as you exhale, go ahead and release your foot away from you. So do that a few more times with your breath. If you have straps or anything like that, that's also helpful. And then exhale, release, lift up through your leg, and you're going to push back into down dog. So you lift the front leg and just push, bring it back into down dog. Push down through your hands. Take a breath or two here before we get set up for, guess what, the opposite side. So inhale your left leg up towards the sky, bend your heel towards your bum, and then you're going to bring your knee to the outside of your wrist and come on down. Tuck your toes on that back leg, lift and push back so you can get as much extension as you possibly can before you untuck your toes. And same thing here, whatever you're comfortable with, either down to your forearms or to your forehead, or just stay up on your hands if that's where you are today. If you have something to tuck under your bum, if your bum's up in the air, do so. It helps you release. It's not a weakness, it's actually a strength. to use props to help us get deeper into poses. So just breathe here. Release as much as you can towards the ground. Give the ground all of the things that you don't need and let go completely. Isn't that nice? The ground absorbs all that for us. And then inhale, come back up to your hands. And the same thing on this side. Bend your back knee, bringing your foot up, and reach back with your opposite hand and bring your heel in towards your bum as much as possible. And again, wherever you are today, you might find that one side is more open than the other, but just follow your breath like you did on the other side. So exhaling, bringing your heel in towards your bum, and then inhale. So keep following your breath through this little kind of stretch on your backside, and keep bringing your heel in and then extending. On that last inhale, let go. Push down through your hands, lift up through your back leg, and then push back into your down dog. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on your breath, pushing down through your hands. Come up to your tiptoes if you need to stretch a bit more. Now, on your next inhale, you're going to look at your hands, come up to your tiptoes. At the bottom of your exhale, walk or step forward. Inhale to your fingertips, and then exhale, forward fold. So from here, inhale up to chair, and then exhale, come all the way down to your bum again. So scoot back on your mat, and we are going to do a few more stretches before we close practice today. So open your legs, bring your right heel into your crotch, and so you have kind of like a really wide triangle pose here, and we're going to do a twist over towards the outstretched leg. So bring your arm into the inside of your leg, and then inhale your top arm over, reaching towards your toes or your foot. Or if you have a strap or something, you can wrap that around your foot and reach towards that. Or just simply fold forward if this is not within range or you feel pain in your side. But we're just kind of opening up our side here, sending our breath to our side body. And just hang out here, breathing, focusing on releasing now. So on an inhale, we're going to get ready to come on up and switch sides. So whatever foot you had on outstretched, bring that leg inside, and then bring your arm to the inside of your foot and stretch over to the other side. Keep breathing here and releasing. Each breath is supposed to help us get a little deeper, a little closer to opening up. So in this pose, you're just releasing and sending your air into your side body. I know it's not the easiest pose, but it has so many feel-good benefits, I believe. I like to stretch through my side. On your next inhale, you're going to get ready to come back up and release your legs, spin them both forward in front of you. And we're just going to get set up for a classic staff pose. So bring your hands to your side, really push down through your hands. If you can get them behind you and straight, push your chest forward. And then from here, we're going to inhale, arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, reaching towards your toes. Again, if you have a strap, this is the perfect place to use it. We don't want to hunch over too much. So if you can't reach your toes, don't bother reaching them. Just bring your hands wherever you can, on your side of your thighs, or whatever you need to do. But don't overextend yourself here. Don't cause yourself pain. Just breathe and release and relax as much as you can. Inhale, come on up, and then exhale, lay on your back. Bring your feet up, grab the insides of your soles for happy baby pose or the outside of your feet and bring your knees down towards the ground. Your bum is up and breathe. Some people like to rock in this pose. I personally do not. It's not my jam, but I like to feel the release. From here, release your feet, extend them in front of you, wide as your mat, and your legs open, your arms open. And guess what? We're all done. You can lay here in Shavasana for as long as you want. Keep breathing, releasing everything to the ground. There's no more effort in this practice today. You've done a great job. So you can stay here for as long as you want. I'm going to get ready to close the practice for myself. So this is day 8 of the Yoga Booty Challenge, a Vinyasa style yoga booty workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be posting the next few days. Remember to subscribe, and there is going to be yesterday's practice if you missed it here on the screen. So if you want to do that one, you have the ability to. And I hope to see you for the next 2 days on the last booty challenges of our 10-day practice. Namaste.